Hi, this is Kathleen Bryan, congratulating you on completing CDA 1. I just had a great time being your instructor this semester, and I hope that you learned as much as I did learning from you all too. So I wish you luck when you go into CDA 2 with your new instructor, Linda Dean. When you go into your course starting on May 12th, you will see that you will have a new course there under my courses, and it will be ECE 1012, which is your CDA 2 class. You will automatically be enrolled in there. There's nothing you have to do, but I will send you a welcome email as you approach that class that day. I just wanted to review with you everything that should already be in your portfolio completed from CDA 1, as well as to give you a couple of highlights of things that you will be doing in CDA 2. So your portfolio should start off with the table of contents, which came from your competency standard book. I just made a copy of it for right now, but your final one will be put in here. Then behind tab A, you will see that this will be a list of all of the hours and things. You'll get this in an email from me when you complete course 2. Then behind tab B, you will have the family questionnaire. That will be covered in CDA 2, and Linda Dean will go through all of the steps that you need to do to complete the forms there. Then behind tab C is where your competency standards start off. We did not do competency standard 1. That will be covered in CDA 2, as well as all the resources that go behind there. Behind tab D is your competency standard 2. This was completed in your first CDA class, and I know this was quite a challenge because there was a lot of information that had to be covered in there to get it under 500 words. And believe it or not, many of you got it right exactly at 500 words. I don't know how you did that, but great job on completing that. Behind there are all of your learning experiences. You did complete Learning Experience 1 and Learning Experience 2. I'm sorry, I passed that one. But you have not completed Learning Experience 3 yet. That's something that will be covered in CDA 2. You also will be completing Learning Experience, or we completed Learning Experience 4 already, and we completed Learning Experience 5 in CDA 1. But 6, 7, 8 will all be completed in CDA 2. It's going to be the same format, but just after you talk a little bit about social and emotional development, you'll be able to complete those learning experiences. We did do Learning Experience 9, so that one should already be in your portfolio. Then behind tab E is Competency Standard 3, which is something I hope you will enjoy writing about and putting together a bibliography of books that you can use with children to help them deal with their social and emotional issues. Then behind tab F is Competency Standard 4. This has not been written yet. You'll be doing that in CDA 2. We have done, though, the resources that go behind there. So even though this first sleeve will be blank for you because you haven't done the competency standard yet, you should already have Resource Collection 4-1 and Resource Collection 4-2 in your portfolio. There are still a couple of resources that go in here that will be completed in CDA 2. Then we get to tab G, which is Competency Standard 5. Again, this has not been written yet. You'll be doing this in CDA 2, but all of the observations that you have done in CDA 1, you can use one of those when you are writing this competency standard, because it's asking that you talk about one of the observation tools that you have used with children. And I gave you a sampling of different ones that you can use. You certainly can use your own, but you can use one of the ones that you actually did in our first course together. In CDA 2, you'll be asked to submit a couple of these forms, followed by the actual sample of the observation tool that you used, and they want you to have it in there that you actually used it with a child. You'll have to white out their name and things. But you've already done that, so you'll just need to add that into your portfolio when you start CDA 2, and your instructor will remind you of that. Then we have tab H, which is Competency Standard 6. This was one of the first things that you did in CDA 1. In CDA 2, you'll see that there's an assignment that is encouraging you to reread this competency standard and submit it again at the end of CDA 2. It's not for a grade, but it's just to make sure that you might want to go through and maybe some of your ideas and thoughts have changed from the beginning of CDA to the very end. So you're welcome to redo this one. Again, not for a grade, but just to make sure that you have it right. Followed by the resources that will be gathered together in CDA 2. And the very final thing you will do is write a professional philosophy statement. That will be the very last assignment that you do in CDA 2. So as you can see, there's still a lot of work to be done. I don't want you to get overwhelmed in CDA 2, but I think that there is one of those assignments due almost every week. So we kind of eased into things to make sure that you were comfortable using the computer and comfortable knowing how to turn in things. But CDA 2, just don't get behind. You know, same principles are going to be there, that as long as you get things turned in on time, you'll be able to redo them until they're right. So, but just don't get behind, because there's probably something due, I think, every single week. So I wish you the best of luck, and as always, I'm here for you. You'll see a couple more videos coming from me throughout CDA 2. But as always, if you are interested in continuing on with your associate degree or bachelor's degree, feel free to call me anytime. My name is always going to be in the courses that you are in. So good luck to you, and it's been a pleasure getting to know all of you.